This Perp back with another episode of the Perp Show. This is the Perp Show, season 3, episode 17. Getting close to the end of this season. You know, we got a few more episodes to go. No episode next month, not next week. I'm tongue tied. Sorry, excuse me. But yeah, if you're checking out the replay, make sure you share this, hit the like button. If it's the first time you've ever checked out one of my streams, definitely consider subscribing. Definitely try to hit that 1K before the end of the year. I feel like I could do it, especially with all this content coming out at the end of this year. We'll see where it goes. I got a couple guests with me. Like I said, I don't normally go that long anymore with these streams. Like it's usually like an hour and a half max, but we'll see how it goes. Tonight we got a bunch of things to talk about. With that being said, let me bring in my guests.
Yo.
What up? What up? What up? Yeah, I
What's up?
completely messed up my intro, but it's all good. You know what I'm saying? I had to get LB on here because I feel like it's been a long time since I had a conversation with this brother. And, you know, everybody already knows K Dot, you know what I'm saying?
That's why I messed up your intro. I forgot.
Yeah, so before we get into shit, you know, I made a discovery which was pretty interesting on my Twitter. Hold on, I got an echo. That you Dot?
What?
You got an echo, I think, on your end.
Here, let me see.
Yeah, it's gone. But yeah, just wait. Hold on, LB, mute yourself real quick. All right, I think it is LB.
Yo, am I good now? Kurt?
Hold on. Let me see. Does the chat, do the people watching, do you guys hear an echo at all? If not, then we'll just keep it going. Just let me know. But anyways, I discovered something really interesting that I thought has like, damn, you know, I don't know how this happened, but I'm okay with it. So Gina Carano blocked me.
What?
I was like, because I was looking at some tweet. It was just like I can't see it because somebody account you blocked. And I was just like, let me look up Gina Carano real quick. And I was like, oh damn, I got blocked. It might have been by accident, but she probably a little bird or something like that told her like, yeah, be out, look out for this person. Even though I never said nothing bad about it, I just said Cara Dune is trash. But you know,
What you do to Gina, bruh?
I don't know, man. But I feel like I made it. I feel like I made it. This is a big accomplishment for me.
I
You know,
mean,
because I never got blocked by a celebrity, so that's cool.
hey, Grace Randolph blocked me, and I never even commented on none of her tweets before.
She probably know who you are though, bro.
I just checked. I'm not blocked.
I
And
was
I
already
mean,
following Gina, so I'm good. I was already following, so she
I,
won't block me.
I don't follow celebs and stuff. I don't care about their life, man. They just be talking nonsense.
Right. Let me get to the chat real quick. Lawrence, shouts to you. Yes, I will be watching Candyman Thursday night, so definitely look out for a review for that. I got a bunch of other stuff planned as far as video goes. American Horror Story comes out tonight. Well, it's out now, but I'm probably gonna wait till it drops on Hulu at like 3 o'clock in the morning to review it. Just cause. Braille, I see you. Revis, salute. Tony, I see you. Yep. So yeah, that was just a funny thing I discovered. What else I got?
Talk
Also,
about random.
right. Also, I got new merch out. I'm gonna always have to plug that. You know what I'm saying? Go check that out. Link it is in the description. Check that out. What else came out today? There's a lot of stuff that came out today or this past week. Let's see. We had, what was it? Gamescom
Yeah, Gamescom happened yesterday. I watched.
or today?
I thought it was yesterday.
Well, it started yesterday and then
Oh, it ended.
continued today. But yeah, they showed off a new Xbox, new controller, and all that stuff. And I already got mine's locked in. I was happy. I was like, I don't want to go through none of that bullshit. It is, you got to be on it. That's why it was funny as hell when I was talking to you on Twitter, K Dot, and I thought you pre-ordered it, and you said, "Nah, I'll wait till next week." I was like, "Bro, it don't work like that. You gotta be on that shit."
Man, don't worry, I'll be good. I'm not getting no Series S though. I'm getting the X. I'm not getting no Series S. I go all the way.
I feel you. Might as well spend the extra, you know. But yeah, that came out today as well. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what else. Talk about the things that are coming this week on my channel. I got the Candyman review coming tomorrow. There's 3 shows that came out on Netflix today. One being Open Your Eyes. That's the one to the left right there. That's pretty much about this chick that like kind of wakes up in this, I guess, a sane asylum. That's what it kind of looks like. She doesn't know who she is, what her name is, and stuff like that. It's kind of more of a psychological horror show. Might not be for everybody. Then we got Postmortem. Postmortem was pretty interesting. Like this chick that just thought she was dead. She woke up in the morgue with them trying to cut her. Like as she was getting cut open,
I saw
she woke. Yeah, she woke up and stuff. And there's other things behind it, like her background, her backstory and stuff. Like there might be something more to it. Might be a vampire type thing or something like that. I don't know, but it's really interesting. But one that I think a lot more people would kind of get into is clickbait. And this one is pretty much, you have this sister. The main character is the sister, and then she has this brother. That they used to be kind of close, but as time went on, like they've kind of been more distant. And all of a sudden, there's this thing that's going on online that's like this fake YouTube shit, whatever, and it's her brother, and he pretty much got abducted. We don't know why, we don't know how. It's a limited series, and like they're pretty much, I think they're going to show different perspectives and stuff of this. So the brother is abducted, and whoever's behind doing the stream needs 5 million views until he dies or something like that. And he did some type of confession, like he abuses women or something like that. But it's pretty interesting as far as what I've saw so far with just the first episode. Like I've just watched the first episode of these 3 shows, and I plan on going through them. They're not that long. Like Clickbait's about 8 episodes. I think Postmortem and Open Your Eyes are about 6 episodes. So you can pretty much run through either one of those over the weekend. Of course, American Horror Story, their 10th season starts tonight, so I'm looking forward to that. But that's what I got coming. I might throw in some other videos in between there, but we'll see. Let's see what we got in the chat. What up, Landon? I see you.
Man, I haven't seen Landon in a while. What up, Landon?
Yeah, he said he's
taking a break.
He said, he's got school and shit. Yeah, I can understand that. I understand that. School first.
Back to school for the man.
Go to Vegas? Nah, I don't want to go to Vegas. I know. LB don't want to go to Vegas.
No, I mean I've been to Vegas plenty of times.
I know. I'm just saying that, like that one story you told when you went to.
I'm trying to forget about that. No, I'm good in Vegas. I've been there like 5-10 times. I was actually going to go there in a few months, but
right. But nah, I'm good on Vegas. Like I just feel like everybody go there I won't go somewhere that people don't go.
Bruh.
Yeah,
Right
Vegas,
now,
Vegas
right
is
now,
overrated.
Vegas is not the place to be right now, bruh. It's far too hot for Vegas.
I feel you. Like, shit, it's hot in Jersey. I'm sweating my ass off right now.
I, I like right now, bruh. It's 8 o'clock in Vegas. It's 99 degrees. Like it's in the hundreds in the week. Like it's no reason to be
Nah,
there, bruh. Like
that ain't the wave.
now we know the white folk, they don't care about this temperature, but us black folk, bruh.
Right.
No, bruh. No. No.
Dog, as soon as I step outside of my house, I'm sweating. I hate it. I hate it.
Is it humid where you at?
Yeah, it's nasty. It's
See,
like it's humid right now. Like it's nasty.
Vegas. Have you been to Vegas?
Nah.
Okay. K-Dot, you been to Vegas?
Nope.
Okay, well, Vegas is dry heat. So just imagine you open your oven up to put some food after it preheat. That's what Vegas feels like in the summer.
See, guys, it's that dry heat, not that swamp.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that
Like
swamp
it
heat
feels
is
weird. Yeah, like with the humidity and the heat, like you be sticky and sweating. Like Vegas, it's nothing. You're just hot, bro.
Yeah, maybe one of these days I'll put it on my bucket list. Go out there. Yeah, Japan. Yeah, I want to go to Japan. I want to go to Tokyo.
I would recommend going Vegas in like October, November. Like around
December.
that time. It's not. I mean, if you like the cold, that's cool. But like Vegas in that time, it's like warm in the day and then it gets cold at night because it's in mountains and stuff.
Right.
But this summer, no, bro. No, absolutely not.
So we also got a bunch of other announcements. One that I'm looking forward to and I cannot wait. It's going to start off the year right, the new year. Got Attack on Titan, the final season, part 2, begins in January. I cannot wait. K-Dot, how do you feel about this?
For Attack on Titan, well, they need to hurry up and drop it now so I can go ahead and watch this shit and get it done. I'm willing to wait until January. January is not too far away, but I'm ready to see how this is going to end. I have not been spoiled yet. I've been dodging Attack on Titan Twitter. Supposedly people who read the manga talking about the ending's trash. I don't know what the ending is, but they say it's trash. I don't believe them. I think this show is gonna end great. But
yeah, man. But either way, like I feel like they'll probably.
Purp, I wish they dropped it in December. That would be perfect. They drop it in December instead of January.
I mean, that'd been kind of like it'll be a little bit risky, but because of production and all that shit. But even January is kind of cutting it close. But I feel like I think they'll be a little bit more flexible this time around. We'll see when it comes out when we get that first trailer. But yeah, I'm hyped for this. Like this was the best news that I got all week. I was like, word, I need that. Just give me a trailer now. You know what I'm saying? And get it. And for those that are using Crunchyroll or Funimation to watch Attack on Titan, please stop doing that. Just go get Hulu. It's so much better because I when this shit starts off, that Crunchyroll is gonna go down immediately. That shit gonna break. You're not gonna be able to go on that shit for like an hour or two. I'm telling you, I'm over that shit. So that's why I went to Hulu. I never have those issues. It'll say 3:45. It'll be there 3:45. Boom. So you know what I'm saying. So that's another dope thing that happened this week. Also, Power Book 4 Force is, I think it's done wrapped. I think they just got done filming, so probably gonna get a trailer for that. Possibly, maybe around November. I don't know, but I'm looking forward to this. This is the Tommy spinoff for all the Power fans out there. You know what I'm saying? Looking forward to this one.
Hold on. This the guy they doing a spinoff of, bro?
Yeah, man. Tommy's dope, man. Tommy's a fan favorite. Like, you know what I'm saying? He got all the quotables. Tell motherfuckers I'm gonna cancel Christmas on your ass and shit. Like, Tommy's dope, though. Tommy's dope. He's definitely
low key in this picture right here. He looks like a 2010 Eminem a little bit. slightly.
Bro, when you hear him in interviews, bro, he's it's night and day, bro. Like if you just go look up a random scene of Tommy and then you just go look up like Joseph's the actor Joseph's I forget his last name. You look at his interviews, he's the whitest motherfucker in the world, bro. It's hilarious, bro. But he's mad dope though on the show. Like him and Ghost and stuff like that. Like they're like the best things about Power and like Kanan, 50 Cent's character. Yeah, man, I'm looking forward to that because I think the first part of the series is going to take place in like Chicago, and then he's going to go to LA and stuff like that. So I'm looking forward to that. See what the chat's saying. Yeah, they talking about okay, yeah, man. So pretty much, I like what 50 is doing with the Power universe, even though like I don't like book 2. I don't really fuck with Tyreek and nothing like that. Like he pretty much is doing his own kind of MCU thing with like the Power universe and stuff, and making a shared universe. That's pretty cool. I wish like The Wire kind of did that at the time, but looking back at it, it really didn't really need it. But you know, I'm looking forward to that. Let me see what else we got here. So we got a couple music topics. Kendrick's last album with TDE. He's gonna be dropping that this year or probably next year. I don't know when the window is, but it's coming. It's interesting though, like because like when he made a tweet, he made this like long ass tweet talking about like how he's thankful for being a part of this team. He's been around for and that's crazy. He's been around for like 17 years. He's been rapping for a while. But yeah. So Kata, how you feel about this being his last album on TDE before he goes on to do other things?
So if this is his last album with TDE, I mean, it doesn't bother me what label he makes music with. If this was his last album in general, because when everybody's saying his last album, I was like, what the fuck, last album? What y'all mean? That's when I was worried. But if this is his last album with this label, that's fine with me. I can care less about the label because Kendrick was, I can care less about the label he's working with.
Mm-hmm.
Based off the first song he's dropping with Baby Keem this Thursday, tomorrow, it feels like this is going to be very much a family-related album with the first song he's dropping. I feel like there's going to be a theme of family when he drops the album.
That's interesting because like we've heard rumors before that like he's kind of going to go in a rock direction, which I don't know if that's still going to be the case.
I doubt it. I doubt it because the track we heard was like straight hip hop. I'm not saying he mix it up, but the one he got coming up is like straight hip hop. It's not rock or nothing. So maybe I think after his TDE album, that's when he's going to go do his rock thing. Or he probably just
possibly he could probably like do more experimental stuff and makes sense.
When you posted the thing and you said last album, I was like, hold on, last album. Then I read with TDE, I'm like, okay, why is this an announcement? Like, okay.
I mean, because he's been with Top Dog for a minute, and that's kind of been synonymous like with just him. Like it's always been like Kendrick, Schoolboy Q, J Rock, and like Ab-Soul. Like those were like the main, like the heads of TDE at the time and stuff. And it is pretty big because it's like he's been, like I said, he's been around with them for like a long time. But he had Section 80, Good Kid, Mad City. He's had like 4 albums with them, or 4 or 5 albums, something like that. But it's not. It shows growth. He wants to do other things, and probably because what's interesting about this album that he's going to be producing it too and stuff. Like I don't know if he's going to be really like making beats and stuff, but he probably has more creative control around other things, just like the process making and stuff like that. So it's going to be interesting. Let's see. So let's get into like the more entertaining hip hop that's been going in hip hop. This been going like a reoccurring thing. I feel like every summer is Drake versus Kanye. Now, I'm not too caught up with everything.
I go ahead first because I was gonna.
But pretty much like, Kanye's been pretty much delaying Donda for some odd reason. People might think that it's to drop the same day as Drake, and maybe Drake is trying to drop the same day as Kanye. Nobody, it's just a lot of conspiracy theories, but Drake and Kanye are throwing shots at each other once again. More so Drake, because he likes to bait Kanye, even though it's Kanye. I feel like is the easiest person to bait, honestly. But
it's easy. SNL was doing it for so long. Remember when he was supposed to drop Yandi, right? You remember that Purp?
Yeah.
Remember that? So the day he was supposed to drop Yandi, he went on SNL. He got mad at SNL and scrapped that whole album. I like Kanye's music, but he's letting people get to him too easily. And this whole shit with Donda, Kanye is 44 years old. I understand people procrastinate. I do too. I'm young. I understand it. But Kanye right now cannot be doing this stuff. He looks childish. He's a businessman. He got his Yeezys and shit. He delayed this album probably 5 times already. It's been over 4 times he's delayed this album. I'm at this point, I'm like, fuck the album. I don't give it. I'm just gonna go to Drake.
Hey, but he still has the hype behind it. How does Kanye? Because Kanye before all this was canceled, I'm pretty sure, and now he came back, did these. He's doing these album release listening parties, which is really dope. That's why I kind of like about Kanye is he makes album releases exciting. He doesn't just drop it. He wants to put on a whole entire show for people and stuff. And I can respect that. But I agree. He definitely has to stop trolling with people and stuff with the release. Jay, just put it out. But like I said, Kanye really changed the game when he dropped Life of Pablo, because that's the first, as far as I know, the first artist or something like that was going back and really tweaking the album as it was out. He was taking things out or just putting things back in and stuff like that. And some artists still kind of do that though. Like with Trippie Redd's album, he took off the whole song with Drake and released it later and stuff, which I thought he was gonna wait for a deluxe, but it's not about Trippie, it's about Drake and Kanye. But I'm curious to say, even with the chat, who do you think, if they were to release at the same time, whose album would be better, or which album would you listen to first? Who would you listen to first? K-Dot?
Going off of how I'm gonna listen to Drake first, obviously. Kanye gonna be second. I'm listening to Donda, but my hype for it dropped because the first time he delayed the album 3 times, I was like, I still want to listen to it, but my hype is not there no more. For Drake, I'll give him my hype. I'm down to do that because I listened to a song with Trippie and his feature was fire. I loved it. So I'm willing to go to Drake first and then go to Kanye after if they do drop the same day. And I might like Donda. I most likely may like Donda, but the fact that Kanye is being hella childish is going to affect how I do look at Donda.
I can see that.
Drake's saying no because he's not doing nothing. That I'm like, Drake's being childish because Kanye was coming at him first up. So
yeah. So what was this whole thing about Kanye leaking his address or some shit? Is that real?
It was real, but then he got on Instagram. And Drake got on Instagram after and posted a story of him laughing. I guess Kanye, because I don't know, Drake probably got multiple houses in Canada, wherever he's at in Toronto, and so Kanye probably posted one of his houses, and Drake could have been on his way to another one. So, I think he was laughing oh, you thought you got me, ha ha ha, Because he posted, he knew the fans that stay in Toronto was gonna go there to go try it, armrest Drake, And
Right.
so,
That's what it's like. That's a little bit too petty, even for Kanye. It's like you doxing motherfuckers now. Like,
yeah, I was
but
like,
I wanna ask.
I think it's Perp. I think it's public knowledge about where Drake stays at. I'm not sure. I heard it's public
Mm,
knowledge where he stays at, but
yeah,
still, that ain't cool.
that ain't cool. But I want to ask LB this question because I know he might not be too far on what either artist, but if you had to choose, which album would you be more curious to listen to first?
I'll listen to Kanye first to see how bad it's going to be.
Man, like for me, like Kanye sonically, he always comes out with something unique. I can give him that. It's when he starts, talking. I can see where people uh are kind of at a disconnect with him.
Bro, I've been off Kanye for over 10 years now, though.
I feel you.
When I was done with him after Yeezus.
Jesus wasn't that bad, but it definitely wasn't. It's not gonna be for everybody. Absolutely not. Um, and I feel like it just gets to that point where like certain artists just plateau. You're starting to see it a lot with a lot of the, quote unquote rap gods. Nas still can't pick beats worth of shit.
I mean, that's a given.
Like, Eminem is just Eminem. Like, Wayne can still spit, but he's still like cringy at the same time. Sometimes, Jay plays it smart because he'll come out once in a while. He won't come out like every year. Like he'll come out every 5 years or something like that. And give you like 8 songs, 10 songs, and kind of cheat like that.
I mean,
But
I think the fact that because Kanye, he's gonna have a Jay-Z feature on there, so him and Jay are cool again. But yeah,
put up job.
I was only listening to 2 of the songs from Donda so far. And it's crazy that he has 2 lists. He's doing tours for an album that's not even out yet. It's blowing my mind, but hey, it's Kanye. So he's supposed to do a 3rd tour, like maybe this Friday, I think. I don't know. And supposedly Donda may drop again. But like I say, Donda doesn't exist. It ain't real. It ain't dropping. It doesn't exist. People think it exists. I thought I heard Donda. I didn't hear Donda. I thought I heard it. That shit doesn't exist. It's not dropping ever.
Yeah, Tony. I heard the 1017. Even though that's pretty much that. Every time I hear 1017, I just think of Brick Squad. But I understand that like it's a new kind of it's a new label for him and stuff. But it's whatever. Something before we get into more comic book stuff. I don't know if you've seen this, LB. If you saw CM Punk come back.
I heard he came. Well, not heard. I mean, I didn't see it, but like when he came back, like I was aware of it as it was happening.
Yeah, it was pretty big. I was like, excited to see it live. I was just like, yeah, CM Punk's back. Oh, I'm gonna check this out real quick. And so he pops back up at AEW. The crowd goes crazy. He sold out whatever the Chicago Center thing is, whatever. I don't know what the fuck the name is of that is, but he sold that out. People didn't even know he was really going to be there. It was just like a rumor that he was going to pop up and stuff. But threw shots at Vince McMahon, of course. But yeah, it's dope. It watching that kind of got me excited to go like get back into wrestling, like to watching it again, because like I can't get into the new WWE shit, but like the AEW stuff, like I feel like is more my lane. I don't know, LB, have you seen? There's a new show on Stars called Heels with Stephen Amell. That shit's
Yeah, I
pretty
heard
dope.
about it.
That shit's pretty good. Like if you really like wrestling, like you'll really fuck with that. That's a really dope wrestling show because Netflix canceled Glow, and Glow was actually a pretty decent show up until a point. And they was even able to finish their final season. They were on their final season, and Netflix said, "No, you're canceled." But yeah, it's a little. I should have had a little thing to put up, but that's another thing that happened over this past week that was interesting. So, going into some of the main topics and stuff I wanted to talk about. This one, I don't know. I think it's interesting. Black Canary getting their own movie. I think that's what it is, a movie or a series.
It's a movie.
Okay, yeah, with Misha Green, which that's what kind of made me think like, all right, that at least they got Misha Green because Misha Green also did like Lovecraft Country and Journey Smollett was a part of that. She did phenomenal in that. So it's like, and because
if it's her, all right, this is not this. That's a good
Go
thing.
ahead.
That's a bad thing. Purpose, a good thing. That's a bad thing. If Misha Green is on, I think as far as the cinematography, the feel of it, I don't think she's gonna make it like horror or nothing. Because you don't need to make this horror. I feel like she's going to capture her powers well, since she was diving into the witchcraft and stuff in Lovecraft Country, embracing all that magic and stuff. My only thing is this, just because look, I know Journey is black, right? But I don't want her to take this character and make her character a black thing. Like, just let her be a character who is a hero. She fighting and shit. Because this is my most important thing for Black Canary. The woman got in Birds of Prey, man, that was a disgrace to whatever Black Canary was.
That's why I said when I watched Lovecraft, I was like, yo, where was this Journey in fucking Birds of Prey?
Yeah, like, because they got her powers wrong. What they did her powers, but they did it wrong. She doesn't pass out every time she uses them. They got her costume wrong. She was wearing some ugly disco shit from like the disco era, and her martial arts was trash because Black Canary can fight. She can beat up people like Steel, many strong characters. And Journey Smollett, what she portrayed in Birds of Prey, she was just basic and average as fuck. Trash costume. Like, I'm not sure if you saw my tweet, but I put out a tweet of saying the Black Canary I wanted. Did you see that tweet?
No.
Here, I'm gonna bring it up for you real quick. Let me find
Go ahead.
it. But I'm okay with her getting a movie. I'm not sure about her getting a movie. It's just I don't want to see her be trash again, and I don't want to look at her trash costume again, bro.
It's just gonna be on HBO Max, so there you go.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's gonna. I know HBO is gonna make this look great. Probably gonna be budget probably be 125 million or something. Nothing too big.
Nah,
They ain't gotta go that. They don't gotta go that high.
Or 100.
It's probably gonna be a really grounded. It's gonna be a pretty much a grounded movie, if anything. But how you feel about it, LB?
Man, I don't care, brother. I mean, I swear, they announce a new DC movie every single week. Like DC's working on like 50 movies.
I have a theory on that. At least with the HBO Max movies, because they possibly could do. I don't know how you feel about it, but they could be possibly building up to like a Young Justice live action, similar to how possibly Marvel could possibly do like a Young Avengers, whatever, on Disney Plus at one point. That's just a theory of mine. Maybe, I don't know. Excluding like Peacemaker and stuff, like I feel like I don't know what they're gonna really do with Peacemaker, but I'm looking forward to that series.
Bro, I just don't care a thing of what DC do with their movies, bro. Like I'm just, whatever. Y'all continue to fail after fail. I still ain't watched the new Suicide Squad yet.
It's
fire.
That's a step in the right direction. That's what I said. Like with this and like Titans season 3. Talk about turnarounds. That shit's crazy. Them first 3 episodes. Well, I would say the first 4 episodes. Incredible. I can't wait to watch Titans after this stream. I'm probably gonna be watching that later on after American Horror Story. But yeah, man. I'm kind of liking the direction that DC's going. It doesn't seem like the old guard, like where they're just announcing a bunch of shit and it's just we don't see none of that. It just seems like they actually have somewhat of a plan, which I'm thinking that with all these different characters and stuff that they're announcing, that they could possibly build up to like another crisis event like that, and then
they
kind of go from from flat. Because like you start the universe over with Flashpoint, and then like you build up from there, and then 10 years from now, 9 years from now, something like that, they can do like a crisis a crisis event or something like that. So then we have like a main timeline, because I'm okay with having like different characters and different Earths and stuff, and like, you know, I'm not everything needs to be connected. Like I've said that before. Like for me personally,
Same here.
because I'm cool with just letting like a director or writers, whatever, be able to do whatever they want without being constrained with having to stay within a universe or something like that. But I don't know how y'all feel about that.
Um, I mean, I'm down with this, with what they're doing, this whole multiverse thing. Like I said, they're
What up, Seto?
I don't like it all, but it's the CW. The CW literally does it. They started it, and whether people like the CW or not, they have built an established TV universe, and it worked.
Mm-hmm.
And working all these years, you know, whether you got that woman, that trash, Supergirl, you know,
Yo,
I like Stargirl and Superman and Lois, but
yeah,
still, they built a universe. And what they did was when they had Flash meet Grant Gustin, Ezra Miller met Grant Gustin in that crossover, that confirmed pretty much what they're doing. They're doing a multiverse. Some movies is going to be on HBO Max. They can be part of the cinematic universe or in another Earth like that Joker movie. But I like that they're splitting the content, putting stuff on HBO Max and putting stuff in theaters. I think that's fine. Some people think it's disrespectful.
cause think about it, right? Because now they they can utilize what Marvel can't, is that rated R. So you
Yeah.
could have like a whole universe just that's rated R and stuff, and kind of build upon that. Like you could build out of like the Suicide Squad and stuff, and put things on HBO Max that are more mature and stuff, and you know you can do a lot that like, and that's what they kind of got to realize, that like they have a lot more advantages than they think, you know, and they just got to take advantage of that, you know. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. So next topic, Shang-Chi. I will be watching Shang-Chi next week. Probably talk about Shang-Chi and spoilers and whatnot in the next Perp show. A lot of interesting things going on with this film. You know, controversy, people saying that this might flop, and they might consider, what was that I was just seeing? They might consider putting Eternals on Disney Plus if this underperforms, or delaying Eternals if Shang-Chi underperforms, which I don't know if that's true or not, but that would be interesting. To me, I feel like I'm more excited about this movie just because it's like martial arts, and I like martial arts movies, so it's like whatever. We get the same talking points every time somebody, like, people get to see these early screeners, like, oh, this is groundbreaking, the best MCU movie, blah 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 blah. We've heard this before, but you know, I'm just gonna go in it with my own perspective. But
We hear that every single movie.
right, right. How do you feel about Shang-Chi, LB, as a whole?
I mean, I don't like any of the trailers, but like, I'm also not into martial arts movies.
Mm.
So, but I'm gonna go watch it. If this is the first MCU movie since Spider-Man: Homecoming that I didn't purchase my ticket immediately, like when tickets go on sale.
Mm.
Now it's either, no, hold on. I don't remember. Did Homecoming come out before or after Ant-Man? Well, whatever. Whichever movie, one of those two movies came out last is the last time I didn't purchase a ticket immediately. But yeah, I'm gonna go see it. But you know, I'm not really excited for it. But I'm gonna give it a chance. I'm not gonna go in there and sit there with my arms crossed, be angry at the
Right.
movie. I'm gonna,
Yeah,
if it's good, it's good. If it's not, it's not.
because it could be one of those situations where like the trailer just doesn't sell it, and the movie could be actually really good, and like all the hype that people are talking about, it could be come to fruition. But you know,
My issue is, man, like Marvel got to start, like they got to switch up their trailers. Like every single movie trailer from them is the exact same format, and it's just like, I'm over it. Like, give me something new and fresh. I mean, I know you're gonna talk about it later, but like, that's kind of like why Spider-Man's a little bit different, because Sony, they do their trailers different than how Disney does their trailers.
And I like the video that you made a while ago about that when you were talking about the Eternals, and just it's that's the thing, like they all kind of have like that copy and paste type feeling to it. Does none of the tones feel different, like, you know? And then the way you got Spider-Man, it feels completely different. I know there's some people that were kind of disappointed with the trailer, but we'll get into that when we get there. But yeah, this looks like a fun movie. It looks like a fun movie. I know everybody just wants everything Marvel to just completely crash and burn and stuff, but like I even said it at the beginning of this year. I was like, yo, every movie is gonna pretty much take a hit. It doesn't matter what the fuck it is. It's like, even if you put on Disney Plus or you don't put on Disney Plus, it's still gonna take some type of a hit. It's not gonna be as successful as it should been, but you know.
People need to understand also, like, we're in a pandemic. Like, I know a lot of people just like whatever with it, but like people still ain't completely going back to the movie theater right now. So like,
yeah,
that's going to be playing part in the box office too. So
yeah, most places still got like they brought back the mask mandate. So like, you know, a lot of people don't like that shit. So they'll rather just stay home or just wait the 45 days, you know, and just. That's going to be interesting to see that kind of roll out going into like next year and stuff, like movies only having like a 45-day window. That's pretty quick. That's pretty quick. But so I'm guessing studios are going to have to bank in making all their money back in that first month.
I mean, movies typically make their most of their money in the first 3 weeks. So, you know, 45 days, it really ain't that bad when you think about it.
Yeah, so you think it's just the actor? I understand. Like, I feel like the actor kind of misread or just kind of misinterpreted like what he was saying about like the film being an experiment. But also, like, the way the guy worded it did kind of sound suspect. But it is technically an experiment. You know,
I mean, what exactly are you talking about? What did it?
I forget the dude. What's his name? Bob Chapek.
Oh, the Disney CEO.
Yeah, because he was saying because he alluded to saying, like, you know, I'm paraphrasing, saying like this going to be an interesting experiment. And that's where the actor from Shang-Chi said, "We're not experiment." He went all Martin Luther King and shit and just, you know, but.
So he took offense to it.
Yeah, which, like, I could see why. Like, just you could kind of look at it a different way, but I don't think. I just think it's miscommunication.
Purp, it's like, you know, same thing if they said the same thing about Black Panther. You know, same thing how the Shang-Chi actor spoke out. You know, Chadwick Boseman would have probably said some shit like, "Yo, we ain't no motherfucking experiment." You know, I understand why he said that shit. It doesn't come off as like. It's not very even look, I'll say this. It is an experiment. Like, all movies this year is an experiment with what they're doing, HBO Max, same day releases and stuff. This is absolutely an experiment. But I can understand how the actor would feel disrespected by it, especially the CEO of the company saying, like, you know, oh, this movie an experiment, when the actor, this movie means something more to him and his culture. You know, it's just I understand how he feels. Because this film is literally dedicated to Chinese people and stuff. It's for Chinese people.
Man, I'm reading the quote. It's like, man, buddy, get out of your feelings. He was talking about the 45-day window. Man, come on, bruh. Man,
that's what I'm saying. Miscommunication. You know,
no, that's not a miscommunication. That's just he's in his feelings. Like K-Dot kind of said, like, even if anyone from Black Panther would have said that, I would have told him to shut up too. Because like this, like, nothing he said, he's not talking about the movie. He's not talking about Asians in the movie. He's talking about the window of the movie. Like, come on, bro, get it together.
Right.
Like, you gonna make your money regardless if this movie's gonna flop. Because I highly doubt you're getting contracts like Robert Downey Jr. where you're getting back end pays and all that. So like, whatever.
What do they have predictions? Like, box office predictions are out already?
I don't know. I ain't even looked that up, but
because at first I saw something on a comic book. You said what, Kiddo?
Oh, I want to clarify something for Landon real quick, and I do want to say this.
Go ahead.
I meant Asian people. It's for Asian people in general. But some of these actors thinking they on RDJ level when it comes to the MCU stuff. Like this dude, Simi, I'm not disrespecting him, but he's fresh. He's fresh meat in with this MCU. So, he kind of got to chill unless you want to end up like Ray Fisher,
On the bench. But yeah, man, I'm looking forward to this. I think it'll do well. I think it'll have good word of mouth. But it's kind of a slippery slope because you just dropped the Spider-Man trailer. It kind of took the air out of this and the Eternals, which we'll be talking about the Eternals next. They just dropped the trailer for this last week. What was it? Yeah, last week they dropped the trailer. Finally, we get something.
Purp. Man, Disney ain't shit for dropping this damn trailer at midnight. Did you see that? They dropped the shit at midnight.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, that was kind of stupid. Yeah, the way they
about midnight.
Yeah, it launched like right at midnight. I remember that. I was like,
talking about Spider-Man?
No, Eternals.
Oh, yeah. I didn't see Eternals till the morning. Yeah, someone sent it to me like 4 a.m. I was like, bruh, I ain't watching this right now.
I'm sleeping.
No, I was up, but I'm just like, bruh, I'm not watching no trailer right now, bruh.
Yeah, I feel you. But I want to get your thoughts on it because I know you have some thoughts about the trailer and stuff. How'd you feel about it? Did it get you more excited?
No. I mean, it looks good. Like it shot the way it's shot. It looks good, but it's just like, man, this ain't doing nothing for me. And this reason for why y'all was on Earth when Thanos is here destroying it, like I need a legit great reason for this.
Right.
like
because Thanos is technically a part, like he has a deviant gene and stuff, and he's an Eternal technically and shit. So it's like that's all the more reason to fucking intervene.
Right. Like that's interesting to me. I want to see how this ties into Thanos, and I want to see how it now. I'm pretty sure y'all remember, but like, didn't they talk about them kind of like in Guardians of the Galaxy and then another movie?
I think they talked more about the Celestials.
Yeah, they talked about Guardians. What it be Celestials?
Yeah,
that's
that part. Go ahead.
Yeah, that part is interesting with the Celestials because that gives us a teaser of like how big Galactus could possibly be when we see him, or how they're gonna handle his character.
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
That stuff that stuff is interesting, like the whole backstory and stuff. But like the movie as a whole, like outside of the cinematography, it's just like whatever. It looks like a bunch of actors sleepwalking through this. It looked like they were forced to do this.
Yeah, like everybody kind of is like monotone as fuck. There's like they try to do the little joke at the end with the whole like I wonder if this thing is made out of vibranium and he snaps it in half. It was kind of that was kind of corny, and it's like I think Marvel needs to kind of get away from the humor so much. I think that's what kind of hurts a lot of these movies. Is just too much humor is injected.
Yeah, like if you look at all the Marvel trailers, they do the same exact thing at the end of the trailer. What do they do?
Like I said, they're all the same format, and they need to change this. It needs to change, man. Like they need to change whoever. Like they have a person that edits their trailers, and he has the templates for the teaser trailer, the second trailer, and then the third trailer. Like they need to get a new person.
It was different for the No Way Home trailer, but we know Sony did that trailer.
Well, K-Dot wasn't listening. K-Dot wasn't listening earlier when we were talking about this, was he? He wasn't at all, bro.
Yeah, I stepped away for a minute.
Yeah, I guess so, because like you were just basically repeating what I'm saying.
Now, is it possible for this movie to flop?
Yep.
I mean, I don't think unless there's another surge in November, Like, I don't think Marvel will flop at the box office, but will they make
take a dip?
like, yeah, will the box office be a decline from the previous phases? Yeah, they could be doing like phase 1 money. It's possible. Because like, not only that, the international markets with the movies too.
Yeah.
All right. So I mean, there's a lot of factors, but like, is this movie going to go opening weekend and be an actual box office bomb? No, because I mean, Marvel has the built-in fan base already, so they're good. But is this? I mean, is this going to be a mega hit? I doubt it. I mean, they could surprise us. Who knows?
Yeah, it's gonna be that word of mouth. That word of mouth really, like, that should really work. Like, it could be make or break. You know, if people go into it loving it, then, you know, I think it'll do really well. But if people are really mixed on it, it's gonna have a hard second week. And depending on whatever comes out, like, I think Dune comes out in like the end of October, so I think Dune will still be in theaters by the time Eternals is out. So yeah, it's got a lot of competition too. Like, and so yeah, it's yeah, I'm still on the fence about it, because the trailer, yeah, it looked amazing. It looked really looked like it's gonna be like a spectacle, and I'm tired of just everything having to look like a spectacle. Just why can't we just have things look dope and we have a dope story and stuff, and just, you know, it just can't just be leaning one way or the other. But
Purp, because I like I say, this movie, the only really good thing I said about the trailer was that it looks good. It looks like there's going to be doing more on-set stuff instead of like
the practical effects and stuff.
Like, that's cool. Icarus as this MCU Superman, he was doing some cool stuff, and then the rest of the trailer, you have bootleg Ezra Miller in the top left corner there. You see him bootleg Ezra Miller. You have Selma Hayek, who can't even say Thanos' name right. She's saying Thanos. You got this chubby Asian dude. You got this little girl.
I thought it was Wong for a second.
I thought it was Wong too. You got this little white girl. What the fuck she on this team for? Like, and the reasons for them not doing nothing. I thought it was that they forgot. Like, someone wiped their memory. But no, they remember this whole time and say we only step in when a deviant's attacking stuff. Thanos is a deviant. That's why this story, I think the writing is going to be garbage, but visually it's going to look great. The writing going to be garbage, though, because their reasons for not intervening is already stupid.
Right.
They don't have good reasons. That's why characters like these are hard to write, like godlike characters, because you have to make a reason like they can't intervene. It's like the Elder Gods in Mortal Kombat. When it's time for Mortal Kombat, they can't intervene, but it's like it's also dumb because they could, but try to make it fair, they play by these rules to restrict themselves.
I wonder if like one of these Eternals is just gonna say, you know what, fuck the Celestials, and just go against him. And if we see him like just disappear or some shit. You said what?
I think that might happen. I think it's gonna be the Celestials is probably lying to these individuals here. And they go like, because I think they're going to question, like, why can we only step in when deviants attack? Because they let many stuff happen.
There's definitely more. There's more to the story than just it being about Eternals and deviants. I feel like they're going to have to fight a Celestial or some shit. It's going to look ridiculous.
So, I mean, are they going to show us, since that? Are they going to show us like when the snap happens? Like they're there, like those scenes with from their point of view. That's what I want to know now, because
that should be the opening.
Yeah, because I mean they talk about Thanos and stuff, so it's like, okay.
Well, because this is 7 days after when Hulk snapped. Well, after the two snaps, Iron Man and Hulk snapped. So this is 7 days after. No.
No, they have 7 days to stop whatever. So, like, I'm assuming there's a Celestial in Earth, and that's why what they gotta stop from pretty much being born and stuff. It'll probably destroy the whole world and shit. It's gonna be interesting. But yeah, like I seen pictures of Icarus from the comics. I was like, why couldn't they just give old boy like blonde hair or something like that? Like at least like have him stand out. That's the one thing. Like, it's a diverse cast. the guy in the middle, Rob Stark.
Oh,
yeah.
Man, yeah. I mean,
yeah, and that's the thing too. I'm not sure who's like the lead. It's either
We definitely got to see young shadows.
Is it Angelina Jolie or Icarus? Like who's the lead?
See, this is the thing. I think I don't quote me. I think it was Kevin Feige said the one in the green on the left was the lead. Chloe Chow or something.
Cersei,
yeah.
Yeah, that's why I'm confused. I don't know like who's the leader of this team.
Because I know just like based off of like videos I've seen, like it gets passed down, like the people that are the leaders can get passed down and stuff like that. Like it's a whole process, but I'm gonna just go with Icarus, that he's like the main guy, because
I mean that's what it looks like from the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
So,
but yeah, it's gonna be I don't know. Hopefully it's good. You know, because I don't want to. I hate going to movies just like with a negative. You know what I'm saying? Like I want things to just be good at least. You know, I want to enjoy myself. But we'll see around November. See where it goes. So last topic.
Well, bro said we might see a young Thanos. Man, he about to be skinny, bro.
Yeah, because there was rumors like that, like they would have cut out, because what was it? Infinity War was supposed to have Thanos' backstory, and they cut it out. Maybe they'll put it in Eternals.
Purp, if you can share my screen real fast, you know, if we do see young Thanos, he will most likely look like this.
Let me put this down. Hold up.
That would be our young.
That's disrespectful. Yo, I'm so tired of people disrespecting Thanos though. Like, what if completely shitted on him?
Man,
goddamn.
Y'all watching What If?
Yeah, I stopped after episode 2.
I mean, I can't.
3. Hey, Purp, LB. I'll tell you this much: episodes 1 and 2, their stories compared to episode 3 is shit. Episode 3 is a good story. It's a good what if.
Man,
okay.
All I know
is corny. Yeah, I agree. Dialogue is super corny. It is for kids, but the story premise they have way better than episodes 1 and 2. Episodes 1 and 2 was like bad stories.
Man, I mean, I can't do it, bro, because like Marvel's animation, like they've never like really had good animation, and it's like, bro, y'all got this Disney money right now, and y'all just still can't do good animation.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, bro, look at what DC's doing. They got the whole animation shit on lock. But it's like y'all are worth like how much money has Marvel made over the years? Billions of dollars. And this is the best animation you got. Right. Look at what Star Wars Vision's doing. They got all different types of creators and studios working on shit. Like
right. They voices, bro. Like I'm sitting here like, bro, y'all got Pixar, y'all got Lucasfilm, and y'all went and got whoever's on Fiverr.com to do y'all animation.
Like
it's just like I tried to with the first one, but it's just like nah. And LB, you remember the old Spider-Man show that came out on MTV?
Yeah,
that's what it reminded me of.
Yeah, bro, it don't look good. Like their voices don't even sound like them to me.
Yeah, their voices are off. But K-Dot, what were you gonna say?
The lip sync is all weird and stuff, and I agree.
The lip sync. Yo, I immediately like pick up on it. It's like once you see it, you can't unsee it. Like,
and LB, you know what? I'm glad LB brought up Pixar because either this, they should have had Pixar do this because I know it would have looked dope in Pixar animation, or, and this is why I say they're being lazy, super lazy. This should have been live action. This is an MCU product. I get it; they want to expand. But like, I come to MCU for the live action. If I want the animated stuff, there's Disney XD with the Marvel animated stuff. Like this should have been live action.
No, not live action. You could have done like the photorealistic 3D, like the shit the type of shit you see in video games and stuff. It'd have been expensive, but hell, that show would look dope.
No, like the reason they ain't doing that. You remember when they used to do the one shots that was like a minute or too long, or whatever.
I remember those. Yeah.
They complained about how expensive it was, so that's why they ain't doing that. But then, like that would be fire, man. Like it's only one episode, and it'll be how long are the episodes?
Like 30 minutes.
Yeah, 1 30-minute episode, bro. You could have did like that.
LB, this is the thing that they can do because since they introduced Loki and the variant stuff, they don't even have to cast Robert Downey Jr. as Tony Stark. they can get someone who looks like him, and he can be just some average, basic actor. Because all the multiverse stuff is based off the variants of these characters.
Oh, so they had a what if of Tony Stark?
Yeah, they just have in episode 3, Tony Stark was in it. I'm not going to spoil what happened, but they're going to have like an episode for Tony Stark and Killmonger, but it's not the Tony Stark from the main timeline that's dead. It's their variants. Because in Loki, it confirmed that there's multiple variants of the same person and they look different. Like you got the black Loki.
Don't get me started on Loki, bro. Don't get me started.
Loki is just that's where it's just like, man, you lost me. You lost. Right, I like all that. Like the Kang stuff was cool, and introducing the multiverse was cool, but you could have done it in less than 6 episodes. Like you could have done all that shit in less than 6 episodes, bro.
Hey, take out all that Loki and Sylvie relationship stuff. And,
that could have been 3. They could have done that in 4 episodes tops, bro.
I said it should have just been a movie. Like just do a 2.5 hour movie or some shit. Like put it on Disney Plus.
Yeah. Or they could have shot it. They could have shot the movie, then split it into
like 2 parts or something.
Yeah. 2-3 episodes. Like, man, they ain't need to be 6 episodes, bro. None of them shows need to be at 6 episodes.
Yeah, because it's a lot of just nothing happening in a lot of those.
Yeah, yeah, bro. It's they got the mandate. We need 6 hours of content. Figure it out. I'm trying to think. It's like I'm trying to think of an example. Like, when you watch the full season of like a TV show that have like 22, 23, 24 episodes, and they all have their episode, a flashback episode.
Yeah, I hate that shit.
Episode where they just sit in one location. That's what, and it's like, how do y'all manage to do that in 6 episodes?
Because usually what I'm used to, like when you see like those limited series, they get to shit like very quickly. Like they're just like boom, 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 boom. Like this one show I watched on HBO, Mare of Easttown. It was like 7 episodes. She was phenomenal because like each episode was like about an hour, but like they gave you so much in each one, but they kept you engaged, and they didn't spend too much time on shit. Like it's just more straightforward.
I mean, I'm giving Marvel Studios a pass because this is their first time doing the TV shows. But like the next round of shows, bro, like after these first set of shows that's been shot already, like no, I'm not giving y'all a pass no more. Like,
do you think that's a thing? Like people give Marvel too much of a pass with certain things just because it's connected.
They give. I've noticed this. Like it's when you don't praise Marvel. Like they go crazy. Like you're not a real Marvel fan. You're not this. Like they co-sign everything. Oh my goodness, this character showed up. Greatness. Like what? Like okay. Like you didn't pay attention to nothing else at what happened in this episode.
Right.
Like
Purp is just like this. Well, 2 examples because it's all over Twitter. When the WandaVision episodes came out, I'll give an example. The Agatha Harkness episode when she did the Agatha All Along. What did everybody talk about? The song. That's it.
Right.
That's it. Or they talk about how pretty Wanda looks. They talk about how powerful Wanda is. That's it. There's other people who want to detail about it. And the other thing, the other thing about it is that when it comes to another example, Avengers: Age of Ultron. Now all of a sudden, since WandaVision come out, there's a lot of people saying maybe in WandaVision stands. Age of Ultron is good because it connects to because WandaVision connects to it. Just because it connects doesn't mean it's a good movie. Now it's still a bad movie.
Right.
Just because it connects does not help it. Because Incredible Hulk connects to many other movies, but that doesn't mean it's good. So when She-Hulk comes out, it's going to make Incredible Hulk better, right? No.
I mean, I don't see anything wrong with that. Like all right, after seeing something, he's like, okay, this movie's better. Because like for example, the first Thor movie. I wasn't a fan of it, but like after seeing Avengers, it's like okay, it makes this movie better because it explains stuff better.
Right, I see what you're saying. But like when you see the other movies, it kind of makes you appreciate the older ones and stuff. Okay, yeah.
Right, because like things happen is like okay, but like if you're using that as a crutch to explain not explain, but as fans are using it as a crutch to defend like things that are just okay or not good, then no, that's the problem. It's like I know we're going way off topic, but like you mentioned the Agatha all along. Like each season has that. Like we have episodes where absolutely nothing is happening, and then something happens at the end, and it's like, okay, that's all they're talking about. So you completely forgot for the past 40 minutes of this episode there was nothing going on.
Oh yeah.
Right. Let me get the Seto's super chat. Seto said a $5 super chat. Salute to you. Basically, Marvel is the favorite child, and you can do no wrong. And DC is the stepchild, pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, kind of, but like DC be really messing up, bro.
But like I said, I think if you watch Suicide Squad, you'd be like, all right, that's the direction I want to see DC kind of going in, because they're starting to kind of get away from the Zack Snyder shit completely, and you're starting to see it, and it feels good. But
Good.
like I said, I feel like, because I think 2022 is going to be a really good year for DC, just based off the movies alone, depending on how like they play out. I think with the Batman, I think that's going to do well. That's a given. Like that goes without saying. Black Adam, I think, is going to be a huge movie for DC. Flashpoint, that's going to be interesting because that could go either way. I think that's still going to be like one of those people are going to kind of be probably split on it. I think Aquaman's also dropping next year. Aquaman, yeah, Aquaman 2. So
it's Aquaman.
Aquaman 2 is going to be interesting too because of the whole Amber Heard thing. But we'll see.
Man, bruh.
Yeah, I mean, look, this is the thing, Purp. When Aquaman 2 does drop, I know it's going to happen. If anybody supported Zack Snyder justly, and Amber Heard, who showed up in the reshoots, there's a lot of people supporting Zack Snyder justly. You got to keep the same energy for Aquaman 2. If you support Amber Heard and Zack Snyder justly, even in the reshot scene, because she came back to do reshoots, then you have to let her slide here for Aquaman 2. I'm not saying you have to let her slide, but the people who like I don't F with Amber Heard, but I'm here to watch Aquaman 2 for Jason Momoa and everything else. Freak Amber Heard. They can easily recast her, and I wouldn't care. But I'm not going to be petitioning for her to get recasted because.
So let me ask y'all, dude. Like we gotta remember, like we're on YouTube. Like, do you think this Amber Heard thing is like a real thing, or is it just within that space of YouTube?
I feel like it's just like it's a little. It's not like that big a deal. It's rich people problems. Like I can't relate.
Because like I mean, there's been way worse things happening with people in the movies, and movies still do good and whatever.
Right. It's just like if people start saying like, oh, like boycott this movie because Amber Heard's in it. It's like no, because it's like, bro, I'm going to see Aquaman and Black Manta round 2. Like that's what I want to see. Like,
bro.
I don't
Nobody care about what's her name in the movie? Mara?
Yeah, someone.
Yeah, bro. It's like whatever, man. Ain't nobody talking about Mara. All
she wasn't even that big of a presence in the first one. So it's like, she's just like a supporting character.
All she did was Waterman. Jason Momoa was cool as shit.
The women are going to go see Jason Momoa. They ain't worried about no Amber Heard, bro.
Right. You know what? Some of the dudes against her is gonna go watch and look at that ass because Amber Heard, she still look good. Yeah, I mean, hey, she be shitting in the bed, but she still look good. Right? She's something good. She's something good to look at.
I see someone in the chat say feel bad for Johnny Depp for getting blackballed. I mean, at the end of the day, bruh, he's a very rich man. He'll be okay.
He'll be all right. All right.
He will be.
There's plenty of people who've gotten blackballed, but people don't care about.
If Johnny Depp want to make movies, he can make movies. He's got the money to do it.
I feel like for a while, someone like Brendan Fraser, he's been kind of blackballed and stuff. Like he's finally making his comeback. So it's like everybody kind of goes through the shit.
Yeah, man. Like if that situation gets sorted out between those two crazy people, then he'll be all right.
Right. That's all. So let's get into the main event here. Spider-Man, No Way Home finally dropped the trailer. Trailer is revealed. It's out there. It's in the public. It's breaking records in the first 24 hours. It beat Avengers Endgame as far as views and stuff.
You serious?
That's that's big. Because like they have like it got like globally, it's got like 300 something, 100
Wow.
million some shit. Yeah, that's crazy.
Hey,
So
hey,
it's definitely
hey, Purp, you wanna know why that is?
because of Toby and Andrew.
Toby and Andrew, the ghosts. Yeah.
I knew it was a major thing because it's been trending like nonstop on Twitter. But like
Yeah,
I didn't know it did.
it's been trending for probably like I would say just hypothetically like a year since they like announced even before like they announced the title of this shit. Like people were going crazy for it.
Yeah, so like I mean, yeah, that's big time. Big time.
So in this trailer, you got a lot going on. I know some people were kind of disappointed, like it didn't feel like it matched up with the hype. But I was like, "Yo, this is a teaser, a long ass teaser, by the way." But like, I definitely feel like there's a lot more in this movie that they're not going to show.
Yeah.
Hopefully, they don't show. And I don't know what direction, because my thing is, I hope that they spend a good enough amount of time on just his identity being revealed. I hope that they don't kind of just brush over it and get right to the Doctor Strange stuff. Which that there's a lot in this trailer that's really interesting that you could really sit there and just break down and just kind of speculate where they can possibly go. Um, as far as like going back to Peter, kind of like everybody knowing who he is and stuff, that he's Spider-Man and stuff. I like that because that puts a lot of pressure on him. And I was thinking that going into this movie is going to be like some John Wick shit, where just like everybody's just going to be after him, like you're going to see like Vulture and everything, and it's definitely not that. But how do y'all feel about that aspect of it? Of them just picking up right off. I don't know how long like from Far From Home till No Way Home. Like I don't know how, if it's been like a week or two or something like that, but
But probably like a week or two after. This most likely isn't months after. I mean, legal cases do take a while, so he can be getting questioned for a couple months. I don't know, but probably a week or two after. This I don't think it's going to take place that far, because Far From Home itself already takes place 8 months after Endgame, which is a huge gap for something to happen. So this is like a week or two after.
okay. How about you, LB?
What would I feel when it takes place?
Yeah.
I think
Ooh.
what was that? Was that me?
I don't know. Feedback. No, it was that.
Oh,
You
okay.
good, bro?
Yeah, we good.
I apologize for that. That's K-Dot's fault. Don't be mad at me.
I
Continue.
was trying to log into my other stream, guys.
I feel like it takes off like instantly. Because like I said, he's in the police station, but I mean, I kind of feel like you were saying earlier, like you hope that they don't just brush this off. Like I hope this isn't like a 10-minute thing.
Yeah.
And then they move on to the next. But now like I'm thinking about it more, and like this is just a teaser, so we don't know everything that's going on. So maybe everything we're seeing is like in the first act of the movie.
Yeah.
But I mean, and that's a lot of stuff, and it could be rushed. But like, I'm just thinking about the Doctor Strange and Peter, and they're like going back and forth. I mean, I don't know, man. Like that. I mean, like that. Even with the stuff with like he meets what's his name, Doc Ock and stuff. Like that stuff could be at the beginning of the movie. When I'm thinking about it,
and he could be looking at Toby's Spider-Man instead of or they could all be there. All three of them could just be there, but they're just not showing them.
That's why, Purp, you know that shot at the end where he brings out his claws in his Iron Spider suit and he's just standing up?
Yeah.
I think because I've noticed this in the Endgame trailer. Like, if y'all remember from the Endgame trailer, they had a scene where Ant-Man was like standing and he was far apart from another character. And I was like, why are these characters standing so far apart from each other? Like, there's got to be something to fill in these gaps. And it was actually War Machine that was in between Ant-Man and the other character. So what I think is they took Toby and Andrew out the movie for that scene, and in the movie they're going to be in that shot. I think they took them out that shot on purpose. He got them out, so when we do see it, they're going to be in that scene, or they're standing on the bridge together.
Now, K-Dot, do you want to see Toby or Andrew in any of these trailers?
Wait until the movie.
Okay.
Save it for the movie, because like if they show it, I mean, either way, I'm gonna watch the movie. But save it for the movie because I want to have that first time reaction in the theaters. Like I miss those. We don't get those no more because
everybody we know what to expect pretty much.
Yeah, like for Shang-Chi, it would have been tight to see Abomination in the movie theaters, not in the trailer. But they had to do that money shot.
And they literally showed him fighting his father, and it's like, is that the end of the movie?
I think it is. That would be they show at the end of the movie, bro.
I was like, wow.
I think I haven't seen it yet, but I know that was the end of the movie when he was fighting.
Now there's a lot of theories and like a lot of new theories popping up. Now, when we get to the whole Peter and Doctor Strange part, Spider-Man and Doctor Strange part, when he's doing a spell, he's talking about he says something on the lines of like stop tampering with the spell. And that's where like you see the multiverse kind of split open for a minute. Now I like what people be doing with a lot of these shows that like they'll line them up. They'll like line up the end of like WandaVision with the end of Loki and stuff. And that's pretty interesting to me. But I'm not too sure if that Far From Home would connect with anything that happened in WandaVision, considering WandaVision happened like 2 weeks after Endgame or some shit like that. So that's one thing that I'm trying to keep up in my head. It's like the placements of all these movies and stuff, and just the timeline and stuff. But my first thing when he was saying don't tamper with the spell, it's just like, who else could tamper with a spell besides Wanda? And maybe when she's going through the book and stuff, it's messing with whatever Doctor Strange was doing, possibly.
Well, we'll see. This is the thing, because WandaVision takes place like I think 3 or 9 days after Endgame. So I like this, and this movie is 8 months or it's 9 months after Endgame. So I think by this time she mastered the book and stuff, learned everything she needed to learn. And I talked about this on Ashley Strange. Ashley brought it up. I am hoping that Doctor Strange was under some mind control or somebody else's influence. Because the fact that he did
because he's not acting like himself. I do like that thing. I think there's another thing. Hear me out. And I don't know how y'all feel about this. What if that's not Doctor Strange and that's Mysterio? Because I always had a feeling that like Mysterio wasn't the one that got killed. It was probably like somebody like Chameleon. Because if you think about it, when Peter was like, yo, you can't trick me no more, he was invisible. I don't know if that's a thing that Chameleon can do, is like literally like camouflage himself and just make himself like invisible, or if that was just like one of Mysterio's illusions. But I think that would be really crazy if that ended up being like Mysterio just like making this whole, he makes the whole Doctor Strange sanctum and all that stuff, and really messing with his head and stuff. That's why I really like Mysterio as a character, because he really got into Spider-Man's head and like really turned his life upside down and stuff. But I don't know how y'all feel about it. LB, how you feel about the whole Doctor Strange thing?
I don't know. He looked weird to me. Like he looked kind of husky. Like that shirt he had on, the hoodie or whatever, it looked weird. Something seemed weird to me. Definitely felt weird. But I don't think all of the stuff that's in that teaser is gonna be in the movie. Well, I think they're messing with our heads.
Yeah, they definitely been doing that lately. Like putting like fake scenes in trailers and stuff. So you might be right about that. Yeah, I definitely think the spell thing is real. Like, I think that's definitely in the movie, but there's definitely certain things that are probably going to get taken out or won't be there. Yeah, I like Doctor Strange. How he had this whole New York fit. He had the bubble coat and he had the Tims. All he needed was a do rag. That'd been hilarious. But yeah, he was acting like a way too nonchalant. Like if that really is like probably Mephisto, I know a lot of people don't want to hear that, but that would be a dope way to kind of like introduce his character. Be like, oh, this is really Mephisto, like just taking over Doctor Strange and stuff and whatnot. Or maybe depending on what happens in one of these what ifs, that kind of goes into because one of these what ifs has something to do with Doctor Strange. So you have to wait
And,
and see.
yeah, and not only that, what I was going to say, like, what was weird to me was like I know it's just a teaser, right? But it just felt weird to me, like how easily Doctor Strange was just like, okay, we'll do this spell.
Right. And there's a whole bit of dialogue there that got like we don't know exactly what was said between Wong and Doctor Strange and why
Right.
and who's to say because since they introduced variants and stuff, who's to say this isn't a variant of Doctor Strange and the real Doctor Strange is somewhere else in the multiverse in the multiverse already. There's so much stuff you could just like kind of speculate off the top of your head and shit like but what else went down in this trailer? Then we got Spider-Man and Doctor Strange kind of going through what Doctor Strange went through with the Ancient One in the first movie. I'm wondering what that fucking cube is, because that cube I think is going to be a main thing, like something important with the whole overall movie.
I think it.
And
I think it has something to do with containing the villains, so they can get them back to their universes and stuff.
oh, like sort of like a what's this shit called? Like a genie,
Yeah, like lock them up,
some
keep them somewhere.
Ghostbusters shit.
Yeah, yeah, basically, like Ghostbusters and shit.
But why would like why would Doctor Strange need to like? It seemed like in that scene he was stopping Peter from doing something. That's why he kind of like
Well, I think
pushed
I
his.
think I think he's trying to take the cue back from Peter. I think he didn't want Peter to be the one to do what, like lock up these villains and stuff and try to get them back to where they're from, because Strange is more experienced with it. And I think Peter is maybe trying to force the responsibility onto him. Like, I want to clean up my mess, but he doesn't trust Peter to do it. Could be that. Could be that.
Yeah, I think Kang will definitely have a huge impact on the universe, on the movies and stuff. I just like the concept of like with that Kang that Sylvie and Loki killed. We're gonna get infinite amounts of different Kangs, which I feel like that's how like they're gonna set up Ant-Man 3, where you're gonna get a version of Kang. They're gonna defeat that version of Kang, but that's not the real version of Kang. We're not going to see the actual Kang until like probably the next Avengers movie. Or who's to say that? Because I feel like there's there's going to be multiple villains. It's not going to just be one big bad. It'd probably be like Doctor Doom working with somebody like Kang or something like that. Or it could that could be a possibility.
All right. I mean, so there's so many possibilities, and we don't know anything yet. So, I mean, that's the interesting part about this.
Yeah, and like I said, it's like it's either going to be one or two things. Like it's either going to be the greatest Spider-Man movie ever made, or it's probably going to be the worst, because it's a very ambitious thing that they're doing with all these different characters, and they never. Hopefully, we don't get another Spider-Man 3. Like that would be really bad. That would be really bad. That wouldn't be a good look for Marvel.
And not only that.
Go ahead, LB.
No, I was gonna say, like, I mean, I like the trailer, but I was getting Amazing Spider-Man 2 vibes from it too. Like with so much just going on in this trailer, and then like the way Doc Ock showed up, it reminded me of when Rhino showed up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it definitely feels like cluttered, and I feel like with 3 Spider-Mans, I feel like somebody's gonna have to take a back seat and not gonna be like that. I feel like Andrew's gonna be kind of like that fall guy, and they're gonna have more focus on Toby's Spider-Man.
Of course, as they should.
Yeah. The villains, I feel like you could. Yeah, it's gonna be tricky. I feel like it's gonna come down to whatever that runtime is. That runtime is like 2.5 hours. That's cutting it. I feel like this has to be close to 3 hours.
It gotta be. It's too much going on in this movie. You introducing two big Spider-Man. Like, what I'm expecting is I'm expecting a big Uncle Ben moment from all three of them. I expect Toby to walk up to Tom and say, with great power comes great responsibility. Like, there's so much stuff that needs to go on and happen in this movie. And you know what? Hey, throw in a fourth Spider-Man. Give a Spider-Ham or something. I don't know. Or
the possibilities what they could do with this, since like pretty much Tom Holland's going to be lost in the multiverse, which that kind of opens a lot of doors for them to like. I would like to see Tom go over to the Sony universe and like have him be in a more serious universe so he can grow up and stuff, because everybody complains like he's too like too lighthearted and stuff, even though that's fucking Spider-Man. But
no, my issue. This is my issue with Tom. Take away that nanotech suit. Take away all his extra resources. He needs to go back to being broke. I need him to be poor.
I mean, he's still broke. You know what I'm saying? He got all that. I don't mind him having multiple suits because, like, I like that he kind of adopted. They kind of adopted that with his character, like from Tony and stuff. Even though I feel like he's still kind of. I feel like this is going to be the movie that he really kind of stands on his own. He's going to learn from both the Spider-Mans, but he's really going to. I feel like he's still going to get the shine at the end of the movie and do something pretty crazy. But we could also possibly see him pop up at Spider-Verse 2 if that's the case, because that would be really dope for them to do. I don't know how y'all feel about how would y'all feel about like Tom Holland popping up in the the Sony universe, like taking a break from Marvel, let Sony do like a trilogy of movies, bring him back for Avengers movies or something like that.
Well, if they end it how I think they may end it, they kill Aunt May and Ned, really take away things from him, for him to really force him to get lost in the multiverse, and he ends up in the Sonyverse where Venom and Morbius and them are at, and he's stuck there. He's stranded in another multiverse, and the next phase of movies will be him stuck in the Sonyverse, and by time maybe Captain Marvel or whoever figures out a way to bring him back, Doctor Strange, he'll show up in the next team up movie.
Yeah, like I said, he could pop back up in like Secret Wars or something like that.
That's why I'm hoping something like that happens. Is going to be good for the story. Is going to put Spider-Man in a tough spot. He's going to be alone. No extra tech. He can't ask the Avengers for help. He can't get nothing from nobody. He has to be on his own, like independent, absolutely on his own. And that's going to be great. His aunt, he won't have his Aunt May, won't have Ned. He needs or maybe he'll get a new Aunt May in this other multiverse, maybe another multiverse Peter. I don't know. All I know is it's going to be great for the story. And it's going to help him out because he needs it. Tom Holland needs it. His Spider-Man is struggling.
Right. But like I like what they're doing. Like I know a lot of people are not a fan of Tom Holland's character, but I understand what they're going for. Like people look at it like, he's got Tony as a mentor, or like at one point Mysterio and stuff, but like because at that point he still hasn't been Spider-Man for that long. He's still trying to figure out exactly what type of hero he wants to be. So like him kind of going through this journey it's interesting. He fails a lot of the time. I like to see heroes fail once in a while. They can't all just be fucking Superman, just be perfect and shit, So it's something different with the character, and I want to get LB's kind of thoughts on it. Like what if Tom Holland ended up going back to Sony and they started just building movies around him and stuff? Would you like to see that?
I mean, Sony just needs to stop making movies. Let's let Marvel do their thing. I mean, I don't have any interest in the Sony stuff, so it's like whatever. But if they cut the check for Tom Holland, good for him.
Yeah, because I would hate to for this to be actually his last movie. We just don't see him again, and then they reboot Spider-Man again because let Sony have Tom Holland's Spider-Man back, and then introduce like Miles in the MCU or something like that, and he'd be like the replacement. I don't know.
We'll see.
Yeah, but yeah, that's all the topics I had for tonight. Probably not going to do that list tonight. I feel like that would just be a whole extra. But yeah. If anybody in the comments has any other questions or anything like that, we're gonna start wrapping up soon. Let's see. Let me see. Oh yeah, I saw that. I don't know, K-Dot, have you ever watched Cowboy Bebop?
I do need to. I watched something. I need to finish up that show. But
Yeah,
I saw those photos. I mean, Spike looks great. I'm not sure about the other two. I mean, the girl who's playing the chick. I mean, her outfit's not that bad. Them thighs looking good.
shout out to Chillmongers. Salute.
But someone said it looks like a CW show, and I was like, yeah, it kind of do look like a CW show.
I mean, you could
I'm getting vibes of a CW show from the pictures.
I mean, those are just stills. They're not like I gotta see an actual trailer because, like, if it's like modern day and there's no space shit, like it's no space shit and like sci-fi stuff, that's gonna be an issue. Like,
That's
certain like the
hoping-
main dude that's playing what the main dude that's playing Spike, I don't have an issue with. I think he'll do good. I'm not going in and expecting the fight scenes to be anywhere near Cowboy Bebop. It's going to be I feel like it's going to be very tamed. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna see it. You know, hopefully it's better than the fucking Death Note Netflix shit. That shit was atrocious. That was a sin against humanity. That shit is fucking hated that movie.
You sound very upset, my man.
Yes, very.
we just waiting on LDG to start watching Attack on Titan. You know, you need that Attack on Titan in this life, man.
Oh, speaking of which, LB, are you gonna be watching Star Wars Visions?
No.
I was like, yo, that would be like, because when I saw, I was like, yes, they got him because he has to watch this now. It's Star Wars.
Bruh, I look. King Sloan sent me the trailer, bruh. I clicked it and I exited it within 10 seconds. I'm like, no.
Oh man, this man's a hater.
Like, no, bruh. I'm like, no. Like, no. Sorry.
Star Wars is back, LB. It's back from the dead.
LB, it won't be any like tall, naked people running around, bro. Trust us.
Man, if only LB watched fucking Attack on Titan, it would change his life. He'd be like, thank you, Purp.
No.
Oh man. Well, all I say, we need more Aaron Yeagers out there, man, because you know what I'm saying? He got the right idea to deal with humanity. He's got the right idea. But yeah, that's all I got for tonight. No show next week. I'll be back the following week. Stay tuned for my Candyman review later on tonight. I'm gonna try to get that out as soon as possible. I got a bunch of other videos I gotta work on. I gotta go watch American Horror Story. Might just go watch it now instead of waiting for Hulu. I don't know, because them episodes is pretty long, and I want to kind of dive into some other shows I started watching. So yeah, I got a ton of videos coming. Power is back this week. Power Book 3 is back this week. They took a week off because I don't know why motherfuckers gonna have a mid-season finale with 10 episodes. It's weird to me, but that's back. I'm gonna definitely have my review of episode 3 of Heels. I'm gonna have that out as well. So yeah, I'm gonna be pretty busy this weekend. I'm not gonna hold you, but I'm gonna have fun doing it. You know, for y'all out there watching, catching the replay, I hope y'all enjoy the rest of your week. You know what I'm saying? But before I go, LB, do you got anything coming, or you want to plug anything? Because I know you started a new channel. I really like it.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be posting travel videos on my new travel TLB Travels. I'm gonna be making videos talking about how this country is, how that country is, what to look for, what to do, all that stuff.
That's dope.
Yeah, so that's it. So and then I got the Lonely Banter, trying to get back into the swing of this YouTube thing.
Yep. K Dot.
Everybody can find me at sjk.sanctum. Type in that name there, right down below, and you'll find me. I'm going to be dropping some video game content soon. I just did a stream today for Shadow of the Colossus. I might stream tonight, possibly. So if you guys want to join me at the after party, I'm going to stream later.
How long is that game?
Well, I thought today I was going to beat the game. Coming to find out, there's like 5 more monsters I got to kill. So I'm like, fuck. So I won't be done. I got 5 more to kill. And,
you playing on hard?
Me playing on normal. I got to play on normal first, and now I play hard later.
Right. Yeah, so y'all go check that out. Yeah, I'm saying we all got content coming in the near future. For the next stream, definitely gonna do Shang-Chi spoilers. You know what I'm saying? So that should be fun to see if it lives up to the hype or not, or if it's just people just gassing it up as usual. So till next time, I will see y'all in the next Purp show. Peace.